Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I've talked about this before, but I think it's very important to understand the art of saying no. You understand? Like, I'll just give you an example of what went on in my life today. It's only two small things, it's minor things. But these are things that can cause you to just end up spending recklessly and lead to your own financial detriment. So I have, let's call them friends, two friends, right? And they're all going to, your friends are not the same, your family members aren't the same. And so they're all going to be placed in a different basket. So I went to college, as you all know, graduated in 2019. And I had not spoken to this person until today. Like literally, we're at the end of 2025. And I received a text message via Instagram. And what it wrote was, bro, what's up? Or hey, what's up? This was weird because I was getting a text message from a account that had just been activated. Like, I had them on Instagram before, but they're writing me from a new account. It might be a scam account. It might be their actual account. Who knows? And then I say, nothing much. What about you? Regular stuff, you know, regular stuff that people would say. Would you believe that the first text that I received was, I thought you knew that I was locked up. I'm confused. I haven't spoken to this person in 6 years. Why would I know that you're locked up? And by the way, for those who don't know, my Instagram was down for 2 months for whatever reason. I was reported for something that I didn't do. So finally, I'm out of Instagram jail and I'm back online. You know, jealousy is a hell of a thing. So we're back online. And I just say, I hadn't been on social media for 2 months. I had no access. And they're like, oh, okay. But I said, I'm happy that you're out of prison and you're free. The person then states, I'm still in, got a couple more months, just pray for me. I am confused. Now, obviously, being from New York, I understand the reason for the call, right? Or the reason for the text. Hey, I'm in prison. Let me hit up anybody, some random guy from 6 years ago who barely knows that I exist, and see if they're willing to put anything on my books, because desperate times call for desperate measures. It's just wild because, you know, sometimes when you're all the way up, and I know we just finished talking about scamming, like the Somali scams and all that stuff, but when you're all the way up, you don't necessarily think about the bottom. You don't necessarily think about the people around you. You don't necessarily think, you know what, I might ever need some help. Nah, you don't consider those things. However, when it does get to that point, now all of a sudden somebody's supposed to know what you're going through and how you got there. No, of course not. Of course I wouldn't know that you're in prison. I haven't spoken to you in 6 years. Who's keeping up with your life? You know, I haven't had a happy birthday, a happy Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas. Like, you know, it's almost unimaginable to think that somebody would even write you, but you never know what they're going through and how they feel, for why they would think that was even a thing. And then so here's the other scenario. had a friend who is a promoter of sorts, doing his thing and really trying to elevate himself in life. We're young. We're trying to grow. We're trying to be successful. I just got back from vacation. $8,000 in 2 weeks is what I spent. $8,000 in 2 weeks. So one thing about me is I don't like to go into my savings. I like to use my savings and use my, extra liquid in investments. So what I want to do is I want to pay all that off uh, with just the money that I'm earning. And right now I have about $2,000 left to pay off before the end of the month, because I don't like to carry balances into any month, right? So we're not going to carry a balance. We're not going to pay interest. I've never paid interest on a credit card in my life, and I won't start today. So that's the goal. So with that being said, they was like, "Hey, let's just go out to eat." And I genuinely do want to go out to eat because one, I'm a big foodie, and two, it's cool to catch up with some cool people who you got to know and really was just looking out for you. So, I was like, yeah, I really do. I genuinely do want to do that. It's only like a $40 meal, but you know what? You gotta say no right now, because not because you don't want to do it, but because it's not the right time for you. Maybe next month will be better. Maybe next month will be better, and it probably will be, because you get all your rent, you get all your income, you get all your passive income, and now you're in a better position to say yes, have fun, and not think about it. I don't want to have to think about money when we're supposed to have a good time and be thinking about how our lives have been and catch up, because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to catch up, and I'm happy to do that. So, I want to be in a position where I can just say, let's go, let's rock out. And he said just like this, "Yo, just hit me up whenever you're ready." And I said, "Sure, not a problem at all." And it's funny because I've never been in that position in maybe 10 plus years. If somebody says, "Yo, let's do something," I could do it at the drop of a hat. And yes, sure, could I have gone out and spent the 40 or $50? Yes. I was just out last weekend partying like a rock star, dropped about $60. But if you keep doing that when you know you got other bills to take care of and handle, that can put you in a detrimental situation. So when you put a pause to all that and you just allow the money to come in, oh man, that's why life will work for you, because you make little sacrifices that lead to big changes in your life. And so for me, this right now is a little sacrifice. Because I went and spent money for 2 weeks, all I got to do is lock in for 3 weeks and I'm back on track. And so by the end of the month, I'll be all good, all set, and all ready to go heading into the new year. I've already invested in the stock market. I've already did my principal pay down for the year, right? It's a beautiful thing. My uncle reminded me of something during my Friendsgiving that I had on Saturday. I've already paid my mortgage for the entire year. So going into 2026, we have a new year of beginnings, and that's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing, that discipline, the consistency, for everybody paying rent, for anybody paying a car note, for anybody paying on anything. Like you really did that the whole year. You really locked in and you really got it done. So I want to say a big congratulations to all of you for just sticking through it and knowing your worth and being responsible and sacrificing so that you can accomplish what it is you needed to accomplish. With that being said, learn to say no, not just because, but just when you need to, when you want to, absolutely when you have to. And that's when things will work for you in your benefit, in your favor. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share this to a friend that needs to learn how to say no. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.